12 laws to increase the value of life. In this vast universe, if we divide natural world and human beings, in general, science is a result of analysis and research in a field excluding human. It is constantly changing, and it is possible to find a law which will not change in a bag of elusive natural phenomena. So when you look up the star in the night sky, the stars are seen as if they were moving at random. Newton's law is discovered. There is a law which doesn't change according to the rule, and it moves according to the calculation. Therefore, if you analyze the natural world based on that rule, I can analyze the past, I can explain it now, I can explain the future as well. In this way, finding an unchanging law among things, that changes a very important academic discipline called science. Generally, in the case of science, we want to exclude humans as much as possible. The reason is that if human beings are involved, human feeling is too elusive, lazy, and extremely complicated. Therefore, if you include human beings, it is difficult to find an objective law. So we have separated nature from human beings. However, if you look at humans from the universe rather than the natural phenomenon excluding humans, human beings are as small as a poppy seed, and humans are also in nature, aren't they? So we have analyzed and studied for many years from the viewpoint of whether we can find a changing law which doesn't change in a changing phenomenon, including human being. As a result of discovering 12 laws, when you understand the contents of these 12 laws, what you didn't grasp when you understand, what you didn't know where to start, you'll be able to capture in a computationally rule. Well then, let's think about what features human being has in the first place. Here, I'll list 3 features. First, human beings stand upright. Secondly, human beings have imagination and creativity. Imagination is thought only in the head, but creativity is a word used when concretely realized through the body. A more simple way of saying is ideas and techniques. This human imagination and creativity build buildings, make a computer, making our life more comfortable environment. And science is what promotes this. For further explanation, we call the imagination and creativity how. Then, as a third feature, human beings have philosophy. For later theoretical development, I explain a little argumentally. Human beings want to maintain youth to the future and want to maintain health. Why do you think so? We would like to continue living tomorrow. We will try my best to continue living the day after tomorrow. Tomorrow's life to live safely, even to the day after tomorrow's life, is not only characteristics of humans. other animals and plants are striving for the prosperity of life. However, humans have one characteristic different from others. As a result of myself, why was I born? It is only human being to worry about what basis they were born and pursue back to the past. This property is only human, not other animals and plants. Other animals and plants think more about their future than their existence, but there is no way of thinking going back to their own roots. However, as far as it falls within the category of humans, we explore the roots of myself. In a word, I call it why. What is a human being? Why were you born? What do you do now? And then, where will you go soon? And what is human being in the first place? Humans have the ability to think, explore such things seriously. These are the big feature of human beings. To summarize, it can be said that human has three features. It is an external feature to stand upright, so remove it. It can be said that it is a presence with science and philosophy roughly divided. And among these two features, that philosophy is an analysis of action of human mind. Science is objective explanation of the natural world. Therefore, conflicts will occur between people who place more emphasis on their respective fields. People who place emphasis on science attack philosophy, and those who value philosophy attack science. Both were in a history of mutual confrontation. However, the biggest feature of 12 laws is that it doesn't divide the two aspects of this same person's characteristics into two, but it completely puts it together. That is, I will explain why and how with one rule. I named this the law of triangle. So I would like to introduce how this can be explained with a triangle.